don't have a good answer for that. I really don't. I think one more thing that I point out has been that we have these things called essential industries now, right? They're essential workers, essential places, which strikes me as interesting because they don't seem to lie along the traditional axes of greater education, greater income, and at least from my observation, they also don't lie along a very clear axis in terms of race and gender. They act. I've I'm a person of an age and with a comorbidity such that I have all my groceries delivered. They're all delivered by people of color or women who are willing to be shoppers for me. I think that there will be some of what you say that happens. There's no question that it will. There are lots of positions that are out there right now where people are earning some money, but they're in kind of these less secure gig economy kind of work. I mean, I try very hard to tip my Instacart driver very well because I mean, in some sense, they are saving my life. They're keeping me from having to go into a store. I greatly appreciate that. I don't think that I don't know how many other people think of that the way I do. I just, I just view that as sharing my blessing with somebody else. But they are. There's no question that there are people like that. I would just say that the access to what have been these essential industries has been pretty good. The fact that I mean, if you look at there's like, 20 million people filed for UI in the U.S. in the last 4 weeks. There's exactly 700,000 jobs that are on Indeed or some other job board that want people to work for them. I can tell you that darn near all of them do not require a degree. They do not require. They are the kinds of jobs that we would have called lower level service jobs in the past, and there's only 700,000 of them, but they're at least accessible to everybody. But there just isn't enough. And I think one argument I would make about that 20 million is most of them, I think, are in fact just sitting and waiting. 2/3 of them will identify themselves as on temporary layoff. How many of that number will be going forward into May, into June, into July? That's the core of your question, and I don't think we know enough to know what the answer to that is yet. But to the extent that number goes down, and those people who thought they were on temporary layoff turn out that temporary is permanent, that's the concern you're expressing. I think that's real and something to think about, but I don't have a good answer to that one.